This guy used AI to make content that outranks Forbes. This episode's going to be super short and actionable. First, I'm going to read the story of this guy who used ChatGPT 2 years ago to make content that still outranks Forbes. It's a very short post on Reddit. And then I'm going to give a checklist, a 7-step checklist for how you can do this yourself. Very simple stuff that nobody does. No one thinks to do this stuff. That's what I got for you on this episode of the show. So the post, how I used AI to create content that outranked Forbes, on the R content marketing subreddit, which I have to join. Oh my gosh, there's probably so much good stuff here. So this is the post. In 2023, I was skeptical about AI content, but decided to take a risk on a challenging project, creating a white label partnerships guide that could compete with major publications. During my research, I noticed most resources only covered 3 to 4 types of white label partnerships, while there were clearly more varieties to explore. That's when I decided to experiment with ChatGPT. And this is where he gets into the strategy now. I'm telling you, this one is short. Through strategic prompting, I discovered 9 distinct partnership categories that weren't being discussed elsewhere. But I didn't just copy-paste the AI output. I, 1, rewrote everything in clear, accessible language. 2, added real-world examples for each partnership type. 3, created custom visuals showing partnership structures. The result? My blog post has ranked number 1 on Google above Forbes for nearly 2 years straight for white label partnership keywords. The biggest lesson, Google rewards value, not just human written content. When AI is used as a research tool combined with your unique perspective and expertise, you can create genuinely valuable content that performs well. For those interested in checking out the White Label Partnership Guide that outranked Forbes, you can search White Label Partnerships on Google and click on Whatnot's blog. And so I did that. I checked myself. There's so many images in here. It doesn't read like clearly AI. There's a lot of examples, and it seems like this would be a good guide. So here's my 7-step checklist if you want to use AI to create SEO content that ranks well and stays at number 1. So here's what to do, 7 steps. Number 1, have an actual keyword, have a target keyword, and know your intent. Know the person who is searching that keyword, what is their intent? Are they trying to learn? Are they trying to compare different products? Or do they know what they want and they're just looking to click buy now and use it now? 3 different types of intent. That's the purchase funnel. Someone at the top of the funnel, somebody's trying to learn. The middle of the funnel, they're comparing products. They kind of know what they want, but they're not sure. And at the bottom of the funnel, they know what they want and they are trying to convert. They're trying to find the brand that's just going to give them what they want. So know the intent for the person who is searching your target keyword. And then when you know your target keyword and when you know your intent, in your prompt, tell ChatGPT or whatever AI that you are using, tell it to make it clear in the first sentence of your page that this page is for the person searching your target keyword with their intent. That it really needs to be clear. If you are the searcher and you search the target keyword and you have this intent and then you land on your page, it needs to be clear in the first 2 to 3 seconds that this page is for them. That's SEO now. It's basically like TikTok. You want to hook your target searcher in the first 2 to 3 seconds. You want your target searcher in the first 2 to 3 seconds to know this page is going to answer my intent. It's going to satisfy my intent and talk about my keyword in the way that I am looking, in whatever aspect I am looking to learn, whether that is explorational or transactional or whatnot. That's number 1. Number 2, tell AI to make a single, and this is really for people. This is if your intent is transactional, if somebody is actually just trying to buy right away, tell the AI to make a single call to action button in your above the fold before people start scrolling. So the most important thing is to obsess, and we'll talk about this a little bit more in a second, but it's to obsess in the experience that the searcher has before they start scrolling. When the searcher lands on your page, before they start scrolling, right away, they should know if this page is for them or not. That's it. And if somebody is trying to convert, then you want to give them a button to convert before they start scrolling right there. That requires having a target keyword and knowing the intent behind that target keyword. Number 3, ChatGPT will write a lot of M dashes. M dashes look good. Some people use them naturally. Sometimes I use them naturally. The problem is ChatGPT uses it so much that people are starting to associate M dashes with AI written content. So now what I am doing, I will just start by replacing all M dashes with a normal dash separated by 2 spaces, a space on the left and a space on the right. And then in the middle is a normal dash. And I am replacing all the M dashes with that. The M dash is a long dash. They look good. And then in places where the dash separated by 2 spaces just looks terrible, then I'll use an M dash. But if you only have M dashes, you risk it looking like AI content to a lot of people. And that will increase bounce rate. Not everybody's going to know that an M dash represents AI content, but a lot of people, and especially in more technically savvy niches, a lot of people are associating an M dash with AI written text. Number 4, we're on number 4 now. Include examples. Include real world examples from your niche that you might know and ChatGPT or whatever your AI writer is might not have access to. Put them in your prompt, give them to ChatGPT to include in the writing or add them in yourself. Number 5, proofread. Proofread yourself. Are there any errors? Is there anything wrong where your AI misunderstood something? Again, does this read like it's written by AI? Make sure that it doesn't. Proofread yourself. That's what this poster on Reddit did. Proofread yourself, please. Make sure that your AI understood what was being written and that there are not errors. You can get away with having errors, but you should try not to. You should try to really create a great page. And again, make sure that it does not read like AI. Number 6, and this kind of goes with number 5, but just make sure your page is good. Please make sure the page is good. You want to max it. Look, the rewards of ranking number 1 for a target keyword will be so great that it is worth putting in the extra effort to make sure your page is good. And now we're on number 7, the last one. Like I said before, obsess over how your target searcher will feel in the first 2 to 3 seconds landing on your page. Will they immediately know that this page is for them and that this page will quickly satisfy their intent? Or will they be confused and wonder, is this actually about my keyword? They're not going to think this, but they're going to feel it. Is this actually about my keyword, what I put into Google? Is this actually written about what I put into Google? Or is it just kind of like a close match that's really not about what I'm looking for? Is this going to satisfy me? Is this going to satisfy my intent? Is this going to satisfy what I am looking to achieve with my search? You don't want them to be confused. You want them to know in the first 2 to 3 seconds that your page is for them. And you're targeting specifically, you have a target, you have a primary keyword. You might have a bunch of secondary keywords, but you have a primary keyword, and you want that person searching the primary keyword with whatever the intent is behind that keyword to know within the first 2 to 3 seconds that your page is for them. And that's number 7. And once you do all of these things, which nobody does, seriously, people are so lazy. Nobody does these things. Once you do these 7 things, publish your page, submit to Google Search Console, and then please track your keywords. Please track your keywords because it is so important to see how your rankings are doing over time, so you can go back in and make changes and see if your changes drove the needle and fix the issues that were preventing your pages from ranking 1. And learning about your niche tracking. Please track your keywords, track your primary keywords, track your secondary keywords, track your tertiary keywords, track all of your keywords, group them as well. It makes tracking so much easier. Group your keywords into blog keywords, into usage subfolder keywords, whatever subfolders you have, whatever subfolders and hub pages you have, and your blog, and like I said, your blog, or keywords that represent your branded keywords, all these things. Track your keywords. Look, track your keywords. And that's it. Those are the 7 things. If you want more, I have a 13-hour course on my pretty easy SEO method, and it is not blog SEO. This person in the Reddit post was doing blog SEO, which is the thing about blog SEO. People are asking their how, what, why questions, which is what blog SEO targets. People are turning to AI for those, and people are using AI to write their posts, but you might put in this work into a page that answers how, what, why, And then people are just going to get their answer from an AI or from AI overviews in Google. AI overviews in Google decrease click-through rate by 70%. So I do not recommend blog SEO. I just put up a new landing page about compact keywords, compactkeywords.com. If you checked it out in the past, this landing page is brand new. It really explains how the compact keywords method gets customers, users, and warm leads. That's what compact keywords is about. Again, my 13.5-hour course, all these weekly breakdowns as well, targeting keywords in every niche. There's a section on that, 15 weekly breakdowns. That's all at compactkeywords.com. And that's all for this episode of the show, episode 660 of my daily digital marketing podcast, 660 days in a row. Hope you found this one valuable. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you all again tomorrow. Bye now.